All right, you guys are listening. Welcome this Sunday evening to KPSQ Public Square Community Radio. You are in the Musician's Corner. I am one of your hosts this evening, Amanda Ray, and we also have my friend Ria.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
We are here tonight in studio with the one and only Fayetteville's own Sean Harrison. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We are so glad you were able to make it. Now, you were you ran up the street just a few minutes ago after hosting your hometown residency at Rogers Rec on Dixon Street, located in downtown beautiful Fayetteville, Arkansas. How long have you been playing that?
Well, I wanted to do a winter residency because I have been traveling so much for years that I noticed I have friends in Austin and in Nashville who do winter residencies during the down season, June, July, August, September, all the festivals and outdoor shows and all this stuff. The cold months are kind of an off season for us traveling, working musicians. And so I've seen others do hometown residencies.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I could do that. And if I work out the right kind of deal, I can play in the afternoon and be home by dinner time and sleep in my own bed and spend more time with my family. And there was just everything to like about it. So I talked to Rogers Rec for a couple of reasons. I have family history with Rogers Rec. My father, who founded the creative writing program at the university here, used to meet his students down at Rogers Rec.
Okay, so you got to back that up.
Okay.
You back for just 1 second. Now you're just going to drop that. Your father founded the creative writing department?
Yeah, and it was nationally known.
At the University of Arkansas.
It's an MFA program.
That's amazing. So you come from just naturally just a line of...
Dad was a real writer. He was most famous for a movie called Rollerball. And that's before your time. He wrote some other movies, and he wrote a bunch of novels and a bunch of short stories, and he was a celebrated author, American author.
That's really cool.
He died about 11 years ago. I first went into Rogers Rec in probably 1965 when I was a little kid, because he would meet his students down there, and they would have a few beers and shoot a little bit of snooker and tell a bunch of lies and,
And for those that aren't familiar with what our downtown area looks like, so Dixon Street is essentially just an offshoot of the University of Arkansas. If you stand at the top of Dixon Street, you can look down, you see Old Main, you see our beautiful university that's located here. And so Dixon Street is lovingly, unofficially called our entertainment district. And so you've been going down there since you were in 1965. Now, there were those bars that are behind you on the wall, the swinging door and all of those. Were those still open then? The library
I remember
club?
all that stuff. I used to hang out down there. I'm pretty old. I've been around here a while.
Well, see, what I hear is experience.
Well, I thought for my winter residency, if I could be on Dixon Street, that would be great. But I wasn't going to ask Brian Crown to let me play it every week at George's. I've been playing at George's for many years, but only every 2 years. I've hardly ever played in Fayetteville before I started this residency. And it was a winter residency. I'm doing air quotes. A winter residency that has now become just an ongoing songwriter showcase series.
So it's been going on a little over 6 months now. It's
been going on since the first Tuesday of November.
Goodness.
And I thought I would do it until about February when I start traveling again. And but it was successful. And the management said, could you do it through March, please? And I said, okay. I said, I've got some travel. I'll get a guest host. My good friend Ellis Ralph, another good songwriter.
Yes.
He sits in and hosts it for me because he knows exactly what it's all about. And then in February, they said, well, would you do it through March? And in March, they said, would you do it through April? And then they said, let's just do it indefinitely because we've got a good crowd. It's got momentum. The people love the music. So I've turned a non-music venue into a music venue in a way.
What a fortunate turn of events.
And it's not an open mic.
Okay, so explain
It's
the format.
It's more than an open mic, but less than a full show for somebody.
Okay, so what happens? So is it something where it's
Here's
free?
what I want it to do.
Okay.
I want it to be a musicians community building program. I want to give back. Even though Fayetteville hasn't done much for me, I don't play here very often. I'm not really, up until now, I haven't really been part of this musicians community. And all music communities are very cliquish. And I have to deal with Tulsa and Austin and Nashville and these other places. For years and years, I only played once every 2 years in Fayetteville because I figured my family and my friends don't need me any more than that. I don't write a song a day. I'm slow. I roll out new material very slowly. And so every 2 years, I'll have something fresh for them to hear.
But I want to talk about some of that material because when I was looking into some of your songs, and you guys go right now, pull YouTube up and go look up Sean Harrison's music, SeanHarrison. Pull up Sean Harrison music on YouTube. The videos that you have available, sir, those are cinematic. Those are amazing songs. And the way that they're shot, the way they're presented is art. And so I can understand why maybe it takes a little bit longer to get out more songs, because what is your brain doing, sir, when you're writing these songs? Are you also conceiving the entire storyline behind the visual for this?
Sometimes.
I'll be specific.
I didn't quite finish something I wanted to say.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Which is that what I do is a songwriter series. It's not an open mic because not just anybody can come in and sign up and play. I invite guests. It's me and a guest, sometimes a duo. Tonight was a duo. Still on the Hill, obviously, is a duo. I had them a few months ago. Good old friends. It's sort of an intermediate step from open mics to playing your own show because you need to bring 10 or 12 songs.
Right, and not everybody else always has.
And so there are lots of people who want to play shows, but they're not ready. And so they go to open mics, and you only get to play a couple of songs at an open mic, right?
True.
I did plenty of that when I was young.
Yeah.
But they're not really there to play their own full show and go out booking gigs and join the competition. So this is an intermediate step to give them experience playing like 10 songs in front of a live audience. So I'm bringing in people who are kind of graduating from the open mics, or I'm trying to help them graduate from those.
That's a very thoughtful place to provide.
I need to help build the musicians community around here. I need to play a role in that.
I think that you found a niche.
What I like to do. But I also bring in the occasional, very talented performers like Still on the Hill. I've had Troy Campbell as my guest. I've had Bayard Blaine as my guest. These are some really good performers. Buddy Shute has been my guest.
I love Buddy.
And so it does a couple of things. It helps these younger, less experienced musicians get there.
I agree.
It gives them a step up.
I would say that's one of the needed things in this area because it kind of is
like a mentorship.
It is from one end of the spectrum to the other, but there's not really a middle there. There's the open mics.
This is the middle,
and so we finally have a place. Now, how do you find your talent, the people that you're scouting to
word
come?
of mouth, and I know a lot of people, and whoever I don't know, they do. So just word of mouth. Jen Cole has been real helpful because she runs a open mic, right?
Oh man!
So she says you should get so and so, or she sends people to touch base with me.
So would you say for someone who's out there listening and they've never performed live, they've only been in a closed space, would you say that that would be like a step process. Like go to see Jen at the open mic there at Morano's and get your feet wet.
I would say do enough open mics till you quit shaking when you step up there.
Do you ever quit shaking?
Yeah.
I haven't. I never quit. I always shake out of my boots.
You should be able to do an open mic without, being out of tune.
That's true.
Without forgetting your lyrics or the chord changes. You should be able to do, you should have enough success at open mics to where you have 10 or 12 songs that you can do.
Little portfolio.
And you just need a chance to do them. That's not enough to go play at a bar or a restaurant or a music venue. It's not enough. But it's enough to play at Sean Harrison's Winter Residency Songwriter Series.
And you do this every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday afternoon.
Every Tuesday afternoon.
3
what
to
time?
5.
From 3 to 5 p.m. Now, it is 21 and up. That is the only caveat that is for that.
Yeah.
However, that should not let it stop you if you are new to this. The only reason they have the 21 and up thing, it is a bar, folks. But keep playing. If you're not 21 yet, keep playing. Keep looking for those opportunities. Keep looking for those spaces. There are people out there like Sean who are looking and willing to give back. Do you give lessons outside of like music lessons, songwriting lessons?
No.
This is just your mentorship in this area that's it.
Number one, I wanted to play in my own town for a change.
Sure.
And stay home a bit because I've done a lot of traveling. I've arrived at places and they think there's a homeless guy has stumbled in because I sleep in the back of the car and I don't shave when I'm traveling. So I look like a homeless guy sometimes. I told a couple of young ladies in Grand Junction, Kansas. Junction City, Kansas. Grand Junction is Colorado. In Junction City, Kansas, I walk in. I'd never been there, had my backpack on my shoulder. I'd slept in the car in Wichita the night before. And I go in and just, where's the stage? Where do I park? And they looked at me and they looked at each other and they took a step back and they were like, what do we do? Homeless guy, And I said, ladies, I'm not a homeless guy. It's really worse than that. I'm your musician tonight. And so I get paid in tips. Another funny story, very similar. I get paid in tips, so I have sometimes get a stack of $100 bills. Mm-hmm. And I'll go to tournament at the bank. Young lady at the bank said, this looks like a drug deal. And I said, yeah, but it's worse than that. I'm a musician.
You haven't convinced them yet you're a stripper?
I think they can look at me and know that's not the case. Anyway, I have a lot of fun traveling, and I love leaving home and going on that adventure.
When did you first leave Fayetteville, striking out on your own to travel as a musician?
2017.
Wow. So that's not that long
I've been
ago.
playing all my life.
You've been playing around Fayetteville?
Before this thing at Rogers, I didn't play Fayetteville very often. Once every 2 years. So that's only a
So you've
handful
mentioned
of
that.
times.
Where are the other places that you found a musical home?
In Fayetteville?
No, outside.
Oh, gosh. I go to Texas twice a year, and I play all kinds of places. And I go to New Mexico and Colorado in combination twice a year because I like Chile-rellenos and I like the high desert climate.
Do you ever go see, I have a very good friend, and you might know him. I would hope that you do. David Starr.
Yeah, David and I grew up together.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've got quite a similar backstory.
I've played his place twice out at Cedar Edge.
At Cedar Edge.
Yeah.
He's got a guitar store over there, Stars Guitars.
Yeah.
In fact, that guitar behind us with all the signatures, and I've got another guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got 4 guitars from David Starr over the years. And I think his signature is on that one in the top left corner. It's been my little thing to collect musician signatures over the years, songwriters.
Yeah, I've known David since for 45 years.
He's a good man.
Since high school.
And I love listening to his music. I love listening to his now. I think it's time to listen to one of your songs. So that's what we're gonna do. Guys, you are listening to KPSQ Public Square Community Radio 97.3 FM. We are in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and this is the Musician's Corner.
I'm Sean Harrison. And this is one of my songs about death, one of my favorite topics. I try to put some humor into it. This one's called Wake Up Dead. Shall I just go?
Yeah, go right for it.
I'd like to think I'll die in an interesting way, a final effort for some glory to my life. Like falling from a cliff, or run over by a train, or attacked by an outlaw with a knife. We only get one chance to make it grand, and a man deserves to check out the best that he can. But my living days are little more than failure and dread. So one morning, probably I'll just wake up dead. If I know me, I'll just wake up dead. Dying is a lonely kind of art, a self-portrait splashing blue across my death. And if it's unexpected, it may just pour from my heart. And either way, I'll say, voila, with my last breath. We only get one chance to make it grand, and a man deserves to check out the best that he can. But my living days are little more than failure and dread. So one morning, probably I'll just wake up dead. I know me, I'll just wake up dead. A handsome corpse is not preferred for me. If you please let me be eaten by wild animals, not beaten by disease. Dying is a lonely kind of art, a self-portrait splashing blue across my death. And if it's unexpected, it may just spill from my heart. Either way, I'll say, voila, with my last breath. We only get one chance to make it grand, and a man deserves to knock off the best that he can. But my living days are little more than failure and dread. So one morning, probably I'll just wake up dead. Yeah, if I know me, I'll just wake up dead.
So, guys, that was Wake Up Dead by Sean Harrison. You are listening to KPSQ Public Square Community Radio. This is the Musician's Corner. I am here with the amazing Ria Brown.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, I was like, I'm supposed to say something. Hola.
My co-host for the night, Ria Brown, and Sean Harrison. Sean, I love that song. Can you tell us where that came from?
Yeah. Songs come from all kinds of places. Everything you read, watch on TV, listen to, conversations, song ideas come from everywhere. My wife's grandmother was about 99 years old. And she said, well, I'm tired and I'm kind of ready to die. And I think one morning I'm just going to wake up and I'll be dead. And she said that with hope in her voice. And so the songwriter in me, there's a little signal inside that says, oh, wow. It's not what she said or it's how she said it, or it is what she said. In this case, it's exactly what she said. I thought, Wake Up Dead could be a really good song.
It is a really great song.
And it should have some humor in it.
I've noticed you've got humor in a lot of your songs. You have a bit of wit, and they're very cerebral. They're very funny.
Humor
Yes.
Humor is important. It's a good protest song should have some humor. You can deliver all kinds of great serious messages with humor. That's what stand-up comedians do. It's
You're more likely to get me to pay attention to you if you are ranting and raving about something, if you can be funny about it.
Yeah.
I love a good funny rant.
Yeah, this is what I put. I put, holy shit, this one is too funny. I just love this, that you wrote a song about dying, because it's something that's kind of, people kind of stay away from it, but it's just as natural as being born, as anything else we just do, and it's something that everybody is going to have to go through.
It's pretty democratic, isn't it?
And it's just, it's when you talk about it and you joke about it and the way that you do it, like I love how you change it from, check out to knock off. And you change the lyric, a man's, what is it? What's the lyric? I put it here. A man deserves to check out or knock off the best that he can.
Yeah.
And I love how you said, we only get one chance to make it grand. It's like it means so much.
I love how Ria does such
so
great
funny.
homework.
Well,
she goes home and she takes notes.
I had the phrase "wake up dead," and I thought, well, what's the story? Because at heart, I'm a storyteller. I got that from my dad. And I thought, okay, this guy, I liked writing about suckers and losers. Maybe semi-autobiographical, I don't know. Not really. But I like writing about suckers and losers. And so this sucker loser, it feels like his life has been so unremarkable that the only way he'll be remembered by anybody is if he dies with a bit of style.
I like it.
So falling off a cliff or killed by an outlaw with a knife,
Right.
Or he'd rather be eaten by wild animals.
Yeah.
Right.
Than by disease.
Something that people will remember him from, So that's kind of, it's part of my Suckers and Losers series. I have several songs that are about suckers and losers.
Now, Sean, I got a question though.
Yeah.
Do you ever write a love song?
Yeah, I've written some love songs.
All right. I think next we're going to listen to a love song. This one's called Ghastly Love.
That is a twisted love song. But the one with harmonica, Home Where I'm Loved, that's a real love song.
Yeah, that was the second one that he played.
That's about Clarice.
Well, we've got two love songs from Sean Harrison coming right up, guys. We're going to play them back to back. We will be right back.
Here's one from my most recent album called Ghastly Love and Other Dubious Tales. You ready? My dally-dog days have all faded away, and I'm glad to just be home now where I'm loved. Though my head still takes a notion to take a trip across the ocean and flirt with all those senoritas in Barcelona. It's best I just stay here where my name is only called in the clear and clever cadence of your voice, where desire plays like music in shadows on the walls. When you glide across a room, I have no choice. My heart is in submission to those feral expeditions. I'm glad to just be home now where I'm loved. Now my head forgets the trouble, all the wreckage and the rubble from the warfare with my own testosterone. My heart always remembers the terms of my surrender. It's best I just stay home where I'm loved. It's best I just stay here where my name is only called in the clear and clever cadence of your voice, where desire plays like music in shadows on the walls. When you glide across a room, I have no choice. My heart is in submission to those feral expeditions. It's best I just stay home where I'm loved. And if I'm thinking a little chancy, in the mood for something fancy, think of all those mademoiselles in Chateauroux. Oh, my heart will keep me grounded to this place where I found you, 'cause I'm glad to just be home, and I'm grateful to be home where I'm loved. It's best I just stay home where I'm loved. It's best I just stay here where my name is only called in the clear and clever cadence of your voice, where desire plays like music in shadows on the walls. When you glide across a room, I have no choice. My heart is in submission to those feral expeditions. I'm glad to just be home now where I'm loved. I'm grateful to be home where I'm loved. Yes, it's best I just stay home where I'm loved. It's best I just stay home where I'm loved. It's best I just stay home where I'm loved. So here's a Ghastly Love solo by myself. You know I love you so bad, and I love you something awful. It's the worst I ever had. It's really kind of frightful. It's so damn scandalous, it's really quite calamitous. I told you it was dreadfully close to being spiteful or horrendously horrifying, heinous kind of love. We are barbaric, horrid, and downright crude. It's disgustingly detestable and fearsome in our hearts. A love so bad, it's just plain rude. It's a filthy love, and it's a guilty love. It's a nasty love. We've got a ghastly love. I love you fierce, and my love is wickedly hideous. I just love you to death, and it's appallingly insidious. It's scurrilous, forgettable, impossibly despicable. The thought of being apart becomes completely reprehensible. A horrendously horrifying, heinous kind of love. We are barbaric, horrid, and downright crude. It's disgustingly detestable and fearsome in our hearts. A love so bad, it's just plain rude. It's a filthy love, and it's a guilty love. It's a nasty love. We've got a ghastly love. Give me your vile kiss, receive my brutal spite. What evil rot is this? Nightmare be mine tonight. A horrendously horrifying, heinous kind of love. We are barbaric, horrid, and downright crude. It's disgustingly detestable and fearsome in our hearts. A love so bad, it's just plain rude. It's a filthy love, and it's a guilty love, and it's a nasty love. We've got a ghastly love. It's disgustingly detestable and fearsome in our hearts. A love so bad, it's just plain rude. It's a filthy love, it's a guilty love, and it's a nasty love. We've got a ghastly love.
Yeah, the first one was like more like lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Right? More feel good.
What does it say about my dark nature and humor that I'm more in love with Ghastly Love?
Oh, no. Ghastly Love was my second favorite. And
To me,
the
I
first
felt more
one was
Twitter
Welcome
pated
Dead.
with that one.
Yes, it was so good. Absolutely.
Because it's twisted. We like twisted.
I love good twisted
You know,
stuff.
it took me about 3-4 songs to go, you know what, this is gonna be fun. This guy is really cool.
I give it to the you have to listen. And Sean is one of those songwriters, and I'm talking about you like you're not here, Sean. You are one of those songwriters that you have to listen. It's not going to be the hook or like just a one line that's repetitive over and over. And there's nothing wrong. Everything is allowable in songwriting. I'm not judging or putting anyone down. However, there's a style, and what Sean does is tell a story. He is crafting an image for your mind and making you sit down and freaking think for just a minute. And when you do, and you allow your mind, see what I said right there, that most people have trouble doing. They don't listen, they just hear. When you allow yourself to actually listen, you are going to be more amused.
You giggle real quick when you're listening.
So good.
You're like, haha, that was clever.
Well, I usually don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about songwriting. Some songs I don't know how they came out. I don't know where they came from or why I wrote a certain line, which I like. I can say, that's a good line. How did I get that? I have no idea. But I tried writing pop songs because I thought, with my weird voice and getting older, I thought, the only thing I can do is like sell a song to a star in Nashville. So I tried to work that circuit a little bit. And I wrote some songs that were kind of pop country, but they weren't authentic. They weren't really me.
Doesn't feel good.
And I just said, I just backed off from it because I wanted to write like my heroes, like John Prine, John Hyatt, Bob Dylan.
That's good stuff.
Those are my heroes.
I was about to ask.
Paul Simon.
There you go.
Great songwriters.
I can definitely hear a lot of Paul Simon. Now that you say it, there's the Paul Simon influence.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
The funny,
the
quirky,
stuff.
the cerebral writing.
It's
I love it.
It's like not taking it too seriously, but yet super taking it seriously.
It's absolutely serious because the subject matter is, again, the political songs, the ranting and getting your point across in a way that's listenable.
Yes, and one of my favorites as well is the 3-part strategy song.
Oh, really?
Yes, I like that. Did you hear it?
Explain, please.
3-part strategy to life.
Get
done. That's the whole song. It's like I've thought this out very, very well with my, with my mind, and this is my strategy. Get done. Like that's the whole song. It's so good.
My wife Clarice worked in corporate America for one of the big vendors for Walmart here, and so very corporate. And they have lots of acronyms and all this business stuff, And she said one of the things they do is if there's a problem, they'll say, well, it's a 2-part solution. Fix it.
Right.
Fix it. 2 parts. And I thought, that's clever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come up with a 3-part strategy for being more productive in life. And the 3-part strategy for being more productive is get done. So that's where that song
Period.
came from.
Like, there's nothing left to
it
say.
comes off like somebody with a stick and a chart and like, okay, so we've thought about this today and this is what we're gonna do.
And that
We're
song's
gonna go
very
up with
frantic.
this and down
It's like
with this
Charlie with that board
Yeah.
from Always Sunny in
Yes.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll tell you, honestly, my favorite one that I was listening to is Good Cover Story. And that's where I started to ask about the video that came with that. Because
That is a good video.
as I'm watching, I myself love dabbling in visual arts and making music videos and doing that type of expressing myself, not just with songwriting. And so what I noticed and had a question about is when you were writing the lyrics and the music to the song, did you have the frame by frame that the video is now already? Did it come along with it? Because man, that was good.
Thank you, and Daniel Moody would thank you.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Daniel?
Moody. The name sounds really familiar.
Daniel and his partner Stephen Ironside.
I know Steven.
They have a company called Iron Lotus.
They are great at what
Photography and videography. And Daniel's a great songwriter and singer himself. But I said, I've got this song and it's kind of got a plot in the song, but I invite you to think up of some visual plot that's different, but would tie them together. And so he's the one who came up with the thing, and we shot it part in Rogers Rec and outside Rogers Rec. And it's my little brother.
I was going to ask, I saw the credits. Is that your brother?
That's my brother Quentin, who was a trained actor.
He did great.
Yes. And he's the best part of it, if you ask me. Just facial
He
expressions.
did so good. I wanted to watch whatever movie that goes along with this, because you know that there's like, to me, and again, it goes back to tying in the lyrics, the music, and the visual for me. I love music videos. I was born in 1982. I grew up with CMT, MTV, VH1 being wildly popular, being the way that I heard music. The radios were taken over by my parents, and I had an older brother and I had a little sister. And so, but I had my TV in my room and I had cable and I was allowed to watch music videos. And that is the way that I guess I developed, all of the musicality part of me. Is that for me, there's a visual that goes with the songs. Now, if you're at a live performance, it's the setting, it's the venue, it's the gritty neon lights over the bar. There's a visual there too for me. But when you're actually able to separate it out and you gave it to another artist who painted with your brush,
executed it
like he
perfectly.
did
They
so
executed it
good.
so well. Yes.
That's so fun. And they've done more than just that one video.
They
correct?
also made the video for Ghosts of the Old Wire Road.
Now, have you submitted that for any awards or like?
I have never lost a contest because I've never entered one.
Okay, so it's not a contest to lose. I would, however, recommend, based on those two videos, pick one. But they're both amazing. But I honestly, the Ghost of Old Wire Road, I would submit that to the Fort Smith International Film Festival, and I would see, because they have a category for music videos.
Well, Daniel should submit it.
Absolutely, it should. That is a work of art. Both of those videos, and again with your lyrics and songwriting and music and everything that goes with it, it's a full mini movie, a full story that is told in about 4 minutes.
Yeah, and Ghosts of the Old Wire Road is a true story.
Yes,
Because I live just off Old Wire Road, and I was out there having coffee one morning, and I was thinking a typical white privilege kind of thing. What a nice property I own here. And then I thought, Sean, that is so much bullshit.
yeah,
You have a piece of paper that says you own this property. But
yeah.
think about this property and its history. Right there beside Old Wire Road. The travelers who camped there and died there underneath my feet. It's a white man's invention that I own this property.
It's very true.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm currently in U.S. history class right now.
So the
NWAC.
key line in the song is I'm just passing through.
Yep.
It's so, again, guys, you should go right now. I know you're listening to the show and we really thank you for that, but it is radio and it is online and you do have the ability to pull up a new browser and go to YouTube, or you can go to SeanHarrisonSongs.com.
Yeah.
And you can find all of this amazing stuff. Right now, I think we're just going to listen to another song. Here's one more from Sean Harrison.
All right, this is Living on Mars is really going to suck. Dedicated to Elon Musk. Climb a tree. You won't fish in a stream on Mars. You won't feel the sun on your skin while sitting on the grass in a park. You won't dive right in an old swimming hole. You won't walk in the woods with the one you love with your heart and soul. Now it'll be the last of the good times you'll ever be having. It's the worst kind of camping you can never imagine, in a modular atmospheric biodome where you're stuck because it's pod living, virtual reality. You go pod to pod, you don't really do anything. Living on Mars is really gonna suck. Surf a wave. You won't ride any rapids on Mars, and you won't search a cave, and you won't busk on a corner around town playing your guitar. You want to walk to the store, but conditions won't let you. Think about trying, but you sure would regret it, and there ain't no stores there anyway. You do your shopping in a pod on Saturdays. You want to meet new people. There's no new people, it's the same damn people that you always seem to run into in the biodome day after day after day. It'll be the last of the good times you'll ever be having. It's the worst kind of camping you can never imagine, in a modular atmospheric biodome where you're stuck. And there's a pod for running, a pod for sitting, a pod for smoking, and a pod for quitting. Living on Mars is really gonna suck. I'm telling you, living on Mars, it's really gonna suck. Everybody sing, living on Mars is really gonna suck. Keep going. Living on Mars, it's really gonna suck. One more. Living on Mars is really gonna suck. And now about Elon Musk a little bit, okay? Indulge me. I guess there's plenty to admire about Elon Musk. He's the richest man in the world, right? Normally. Let's move on. My problem with Elon Musk is that he wants humankind to colonize Mars, and I just think it's a stupid idea. If we were going to spend all that money, why not take care of sweet Mother Earth, right? Our home. So this is kind of a protest song. And I was thinking about air travel and how much trouble it is, and it's nothing compared with a trip to Mars, which is going to take 10 months of your life for a one-way flight. And Elon is going to want at least $1 million from each one of us to take that flight. And when you get there, then what? All of the above, right? It's just not right. But I would say to him, if I could talk to him, if you're going to do it, do me this one favor. When you get it built, put up a sign out front that says, "Welcome to Suck City." That's right. Just call it what it is. It's the last of the good times you'll ever be having. It's the worst kind of camping you could ever imagine, in a modular atmospheric biodome where you're stuck. And there's a pod for your children's education. There's a pod for your sexual gratification. Living on Mars is really gonna suck. Living on Mars is really gonna suck. Sing this with me. Earth is our home. There's no place like it. Earth is our home, there's no place like it. Earth is our home, there's no place like it. One more. Earth is our home, there's no place like it. Thank you.
You are listening to KPSQ LP Fayetteville Public Square Community Radio. This is the Musicians Corner. I am your co-host, Amanda Ray.
And I'm Ria Brown. Good evening.
And we are here. We are just finishing up our chat with Sean Harrison. Sean, it has been great to have you in the studio and to learn a little bit about you. I have to admit, I've never met you in person before today.
I'm ready to go to one of the residencies. Check it out.
And we got to go down to Rogers Rec on Tuesday nights or Tuesday afternoons. I keep saying Tuesday nights. We can't do Tuesday nights.
We're here on Tuesdays.
We're recording on Tuesday nights. But we definitely, it's just right down the street from the studio. We could definitely go down and check. And, you know,
like
we're
before or something.
Yeah, we are also looking for songwriters to feature on this show. Part of the requirement is you have to have your own original music, 3 to 4 original songs that we can play over the radio. But as you were saying, there's a middle level there that musicians aspire to get to. They don't quite know how to get to. I think we could help be a bridge for some of that as well. Once you maybe you could send some folks our way once they've been featured on your show.
Jen can send them to you, and then you can stamp of approval them, and then we'll
send them our way.
Well, and see, and I love that. I think that's beautiful because it is a community group effort.
I don't see how we would function in this area without working that way. I don't see any other way, to be honest. I think it is our duty and our responsibility. You said you're giving back, and I feel the exact same. I had people be very, very nice to me at the beginning of my music career. They literally handed me microphones and stages for me to stand on that I probably didn't deserve to be on. And I wasn't ready for yet, for darn sure. And they whipped me into shape, and they stayed loyal to me, and they kept keeping me in the loop of things. And I think that once you get to a level of knowing, it's your job to share it as an artist.
And we all have an extreme passion for this as well. We have a huge passion for music, for, community, for local music, for helping put a spotlight and to highlight those people who may not have a platform or very much
to give them a hand, help them out.
Help out, exactly. And it helps us too, you know what I mean? So that we can continue to do what we love. And so,
So this is going to air on Sunday. So you're listening right now on Sunday. Who's going to be coming up this coming Tuesday at Rogers?
I don't know yet.
We don't know yet. And that's
I'm not that organized.
I've been there too.
That we had to bump you up to this week because you were going to be next week's guest.
And we appreciate that. So
that is kind of the way
it works better for me anyway because I'm going to be in Little Rock, as it turns out.
Well, look at that. It looks like it turned out just perfect.
Yeah, and see, that's the nature of community is helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we appreciate you helping us.
The greatest purpose is to help each other.
And thank you for establishing that middle ground, for giving that place for people to come and just share.
It just kind of settled into that without me very consciously considering it. It just that's what it became because it seemed so natural.
So what's next for Sean Harrison?
Ooh, well, I will keep traveling and playing shows as long as I can. I need to finish writing a new batch of songs and record again. But that's a whole other conversation. It seems like it's a sucker's game. The streaming era has kind of ruined it.
Now, when you think about putting new music out there, has your mind wrapped around having to deal with the influencers and the AI and all of the things that keep up in the rat race? Or because for me, I guess I'm going to just give my own personal opinion on it. All that stuff is neat. It's fun. It's trending. It's a fad. It's all cool. But I think you have a stay about
power.
you. There's a stay about you and about your craft and about your art that I don't think you need to compete with the streaming or the influencers. I think keep putting out the music the way that you've done it, keep recording it, because you've got amazing recordings with Darren Crisp. I mean, one of the finest recording producers in our state, and I would probably say the country. And all of that, the afterwards of how it gets out and how it gets distributed, that can all be morphed and changed. But don't stop recording those songs.
Strategy.
It's a 3-star
Well, I have to tell you, I did record my vocals for my new album at Darren Crisp because he's a good vocal coach. But I did most of my recording, and my co-producer was Darren Novotny, the drummer.
Darren Novotny. He plays occasionally for Earl and them.
He plays for the Cape Brothers.
For the Cape Brothers, that's right. My bad. I get it mixed up.
And he played for Earl and them as well, but they're through.
Yes, they are.
He's played for, so on my new album, can I talk a little bit about my collaborators?
Do. Yes.
I've known Darren a long time. He's played shows with me that go back 30 years or more. Terrific drummer. And I knew he had a home studio. Didn't know how good he was. It's not even in his home. He's really good at the recording process. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't do any home recording. My brain isn't big enough to do that. I went to Darren and I said, Darren, I struck out with Gurf Morlix asking him to produce me. And Gurf can't do it right now because, COVID, and he had a heart attack and blah, blah, blah. He said he'll play guitar for it, just send him tracks. I said, Darren, are you interested in co-producing and letting me record here? And he said, yeah. Let's do it. Because Darren, he's always liked my songs. Best drummer around, right? So that big score for Sean right there. Didn't know he was going to be so good at the controls and the recording. And then producing is another animal. It's a creative process. We bounced ideas off each other. He had good ideas. It's like, great. I had good ideas, and we found out we worked really well together. He said, let's bring in John Davies to play bass.
Love John Davies.
I said, man, I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful. So I've got Darren Novotny and John Davies. I've scored the top rhythm
section for the gods
in the
right
world.
There.
And then whoever I don't know, one of those two guys do. And so we brought in other really great players like Matt Nelson, piano player.
Oh my goodness.
He's just,
the name dropping. Keep going.
He's fantastic. Earl Kate played on Good Cover Story. But some people listen to it and there's some cool lead fills in there and they say, Earl's so cool. But that's me.
I know Earl's
I'm going to take that credit. Earl came in and did his signature single note rhythm part. Mm-hmm. And it was, when I first heard it, I thought, oh no, I don't know about this. But when I heard the playback, it was like, oh my God, it makes everything else work.
When you hear it in the mix,
it's the glue. So I love having Earl on this album because I've idolized Earl since I was a child.
Yes.
Gurf Morlix played guitar on the final song, Final Thoughts. And if you don't know who Gurf is, look up Gurf Morlix. He produced Lucinda Williams.
Wow.
He produced all those 3 named Texas artists, Robert Earl Keen and all those guys. And he toured the world and played guitar for Warren Zevon.
Wow.
So Gurf is like a Austin legend.
Right.
And now I have lunch with him every time I go down there.
That's amazing.
And so he's on the record, and he was very helpful. And Darren and I called him when we were through recording, and we needed to do mastering, and we were like, can you tell us what to do with mastering? And we want to get that nice bottom. He said, and we don't need to go into it, but he gave us some pointers, and we did our own mastering because we had Gurf's input and expertise. And so it was a collaborative effort with these great players and other minds and everybody tossing around ideas. And we went to lunch a lot and went back to, we didn't do any all-nighters. We'd just work 3 or 4 hours at a time. And over the course of a year, we produced this new album plus an EP, which I didn't.
You just had extra bonus tracks laying around.
Well, I tried to make them fit onto the album, but they just didn't fit. They were too different.
Right.
And so I released at the very same time, the same day, I released a 4-song acoustic EP.
Now, you say you don't write a song a day, but I mean, that's putting out a full album and an EP in a year, sir. That is noble. And that's some pretty hard work.
Well, thank you.
What did the new album come out already?
Yeah, it's about a year old.
Okay. So, you also mentioned the last song on that album is Final Thoughts.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to address that really quick. That song is so cool. It's like brilliant because it is literally like someone who's, having those final thoughts. You said the brain stays alive, right? For
you just have to hear that song to get it.
Yes, you have to listen to it.
So yeah, out of context, that sounds kind of
it's your final thoughts that you have when you're passing away.
That slideshow,
and it literally sounds like somebody who's just having an influx of random thoughts. Like I wonder, it's so cool. I loved that
I really
song.
appreciated what Garth Morlick said about that song. When I sent him my demos and I said, what do you want to play on? He said, oh my God, I want to play on Final Thoughts. He said, that is a very unique song.
Yes.
And you just have to hear it, really.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like something I'm going to have to do. It is time to wrap the show up, but I'm not done listening to Sean Harrison. Neither should you be. Go find it right now. Again, go to YouTube, go to SeanHarrisonSongs.com, pull up this in the archives and listen to this interview again and again. I'll have it posted on YouTube soon enough. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Sean, for joining us.
Do you have any final thoughts for this show?
Final thoughts. Well, I hope some of your listeners will come down to Rogers Rec on any Tuesday at 3 p.m. and support not just me, more importantly, some of these people who need some support and a little lifting up, and give them a chance and let them get that experience playing for all of us. So Rogers Rec, 3 p.m. on Tuesdays.
We'll come down there and see you next week, Sean. Thanks for coming in, and we appreciate you.
My pleasure. This is fun. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
My name is Amanda Ray, and I'm the host of the Musician's Corner, and you're listening to KPSQ-LP Fayetteville.
Want to be on the air? KPSQ is looking for volunteers to host shows, help with production, and keep community radio thriving. Learn more at kpsq.org. KPSQ is powered by you. Help keep independent community radio strong by donating at kpsq.org.
This is Franklin from Orcadork, and I'm the host of Daydream Soundwave here on KPSQ LP Fayetteville 97.3 FM.